Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Finest Aster, this is Battlefield 1. In today's live commentary, we're going to be playing some Frontlines on St. Quentin Scar. That is one of the more recently released Frontlines maps. Obviously, given that more and more of the base game maps are being added over time, that is. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the time to kill patch. And now that we've had it for a week, how it's impacted gameplay and how I feel things have gone, positively or negatively regarding different classes, regarding individual class balance, even maybe individual weapon balance. Once I've dispatched with this guy or not, that was not as I intended to take care of that individual using the Hellriegel, one of the clearly strongest SMGs now for the assault class. And I'm not here to actually make an argument that it's OP. It's just pretty damn good, which is fine. I mean, why should it be bad? Let's get you guys up. Not get killed by that medic or the other one. We reload using the outer loading, which arguably did receive a bit of a hit relative to other weapons, as most medic weapons did. Oh, that was not a badly thrown grenade. I'm quite happy with that. I'm gonna just try and keep the team here alive on point. Taking this first point is not an easy job. I'm gonna steal that kill because I can. Don't shoot me. I'm a nice guy. I am. Oh, I'm gonna miss everything. I'm a nice guy who can't aim, so why would you worry? There we go, finally got him. Second chance lucky. Take that guy out. You're getting a bit swarmed here at this point. Not that great. Thanks teammate on assist there. Loving the outer revolver, something I actually started only just using because one of the unlock challenges for, what are they? The specializations required me to do it. Great weapon, would recommend. Requires a bit of accuracy. We're being pushed back here by a pretty strong team. Or at least opposing team. They're doing pretty well. What I wanted to talk about in today's video, though, is a little bit regarding weapon balance. And this video is not necessarily supposed to be illustrative of the things I'm saying. These are just general observations that I've had, that I've made while playing. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. While playing Battlefield 1 since the weapons patch, that being just a weird anomaly because the Mondragon has not been turned into a one-shot headshot weapon. Thankfully, though, got a great team willing to revive. Happy about that. Oh, wow. And, of course, the Parabellum. Another weapon that is, well, borderline overpowered since the patch, of course, being buffed up to a 4-shot kill. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. The main things about the time to kill patch, in my opinion, are quite positive. I like what they've done. I like what I've seen combat-wise. It's made combat, especially a more aggressive flanking style, the kind of proactive playstyle I was talking about in a recent video, even more viable than it previously was, which suits my personal playstyle. Now, they have relatively nerfed the auto loading because it's no longer capable of being quite as aggressive as it previously was. In my opinion, it's now better at medium range than it previously was, but not as good at the more close quarter medium range than it previously was, simply because other weapons now just hit that much harder, and because everybody seems to run in with a Parabellum or is sniping from long range. That, of course, hasn't changed either. These snipers, wish we could just remove them from the game at this point, really. I'm not gonna be able to take that guy out. Try and damage that guy. Ooh, got a little flank going here. This is risky, though. I could be shot from above at any second. I need to make up my mind which targets I'm shooting at. Don't grenade me. Stop. Trying to heal. The one thing that really has annoyed me, actually, is the bipod stuff. Because, of course, LMGs are now better at long range, and rightfully so. I'm very much in favor of them receiving, I think it's a almost universal 5-shot kill now at long range versus the previous 6-shot kill. I think that was a great change, but the bipod meta has gotten, I'd argue, in some games out of hand. Just the amount of people using bipods has gone through the roof, and it's, I don't know, I call those people campers. Other people say they are tactically positioning themselves to give them an advantage. I just call them campers. It really depends on your bipod usage. I've got no problem with somebody coming up here, for example, seeing somebody go in here, setting up his bipod, shooting, moving on. Obviously not getting shot in the back by some random person, but you get the point. It's the people that are lying prone on some hill, or in operations, this happens quite a lot, sometimes on some Frontlines maps, and just ruining an entire area of the map because they can just cover it, and there's nothing any sniper even can do there because suppression is so ridiculous in this game that, well, no matter what class you are at that point, really, your only option is either to throw smokes, which is a lot of effort to take out one person, if you know what I mean. Or you go another way, and often that leads you to a disadvantage because you make use of flanking routes or stuff like that. So the bipods, yeah, not a fan of that. Not a fan of the way they've changed. A fan of the fact that the, very close quarter aggressive LMGs are no longer as effective as bipods. I think that was a must. That was absolutely necessary that they changed that. The Parabellum otherwise really would have actually been OP and not just something to moan about because it constantly kills you because it's just relatively good. And we're getting more close quarter options in the coming Apocalypse DLC, both for the assault with the change of the SMG 0818 to I think around about a 700 round per minute fire rate weapon. So definitely a Hellregal competitor. How did I only do 97 damage to that guy? Let's pick this boy up. We've actually managed to come back, capture B, which is pretty impressive. That guy just got shot in the back. I'd like to know from where. Who shot you, mate? Can't tell. About to get Parabellum probably again. A couple of revives to be picked up again. Also like what's happened to the medic rifles. I mean, ultimately they were gonna get a hit in this patch because there was no way DICE reasonably overall could have increased their damage. Two-shot kills in close quarters are ridiculous. And upping the fire rate on many of the weapons would have been stupid as well. Especially the weapons at 299, 300 rounds per minute or higher. Which is about, I think, half the category weapon. I mean, you've got the M1907, you've got the Outloading 825, Outloading 835, you've got the Cherry Gotti there. The Fakwa Hill Storm and the Mondragon are close to that. I think they're around the 260, 280 ranges, those weapons. So really upping their fire rates just would have been silly. Would have, created these weapons where you can hardly trigger fast enough through, and you can't really focus on the accuracy you need to focus on. I'm about to get killed here. Yep, there we go. A little bit too aggressive. Team didn't push with me. So I like the way they made them just, I guess, easier to use with the whole spread changes. I think they've done that quite well. It's the best they could do. Let me put it that way. Otherwise, really, what was there for them to do? Because, one way or another, they were going to take a hit. What I don't like is that most players are now just simply too lazy to use the medic rifles because the close quarter ones are no longer as strong as they previously were. There's no doubting that. And thus you see a lot less medics. Now, this game is actually really lucky. This is a pretty good balance. And I've been revived multiple times despite not doing too well. So I'm not complaining in this case. But very frequently, if you look at team compositions, there's just no longer enough medics running the syringe or at all playing medic to really, to get your revives regularly, to call it a balanced class, or to have balanced classes and numbers, that is. Whether or not that's going to change, I don't know. It's normal that everybody gravitates to the SMGs and LMGs because they're the ones that have received the biggest buff. That's fine, but we're already a week in and I'm still observing these same changes. I'm not sure why I can't hit that guy, but okay. Gotta love the head glitch. Don't know why they didn't take over the changes from Battlefield 4, which made those basically impossible, or far more difficult to achieve. Stupid head glitchers. So that's that on the medic class. SMGs feel great. Combat with the SMGs feels great. Balance feels pretty damn solid as well now. I don't think the Hellregal is overpowered. I've been mainly using actually the Riberol since the patch came out because its bipod and low recoil means that it's just more flexible. It's now capable of keeping up, or better keeping up, with other weapons in close quarters, which is great. And at the same time, it offers the assault class a little bit of flexibility that it otherwise wouldn't have. Well, previously offered that flexibility as well, but wasn't as viable then in close quarters, which is a problem. I'm about to die here again as well. Oh, what? That's an enemy. Wow. He didn't actually manage to kill me. It was the Lebel sniper guy again. What is he doing on my body? I love the way they push onto the objective after we've already taken it. So there's that. Yeah, snipers have always been annoying. They always will be annoying. Although they did technically receive a hit, but not a big one. That's some of my thoughts, at least on the weapon balance, the weapon changes. I should probably start focusing, trying to get this team to take this objective and stop getting sniped for fuck's sake are you guys done? Oh, gas, really? Not look like that would be still in the range. This is unbelievably hard to attack. It always is this objective, even with a team that's clearly better, which this one isn't necessarily. This is pretty balanced, which is good. Oh, stop sniping! Just cannot stand it. Just come down here and engage in some proper combat. He was already dead before I got to him. Use this guy's heal pack real quick. We've got some people in the upgrade. We've got a chance if we can just actually start to push over to this side, which I'm risking my life to do right now. Now we're losing numbers fast. Glad you didn't see me. I can't go back and get that guy in the way. Ah, I'm not accurate enough. You know, you can fire this thing as fast as you want. If you don't prioritize accuracy over fire rate, you're still gonna not win your firefights. Now we've managed to push in a little bit here, and we've started to push them away. This is good. Hello, sniper. I'm not a fan of you. Regarding the balance of this weapon, actually, specifically, this is one of the downsides, as I've already said a little bit with this patch. I just love this weapon. I'm not saying it's not powerful enough anymore. It's just I miss it being as powerful. The other weapon that in that regard, I feel a little bit sad about them changing, although that weapon I do think now is underpowered, is the machine pistol. And you may disagree, but I thought that as a potential new skill cannon for the assault class, giving it, you know, giving that weapon a similar range potential to the Riberol, while maintaining its absolute monstrous close quarter performance, I don't think would have been OP. Now, I did say back when I reviewed the weapon initially, I fucked up here. Oh, thank God that guy had no health. I did say when I reviewed the weapon initially that I felt it was balanced for the time to kill patch in advance. So basically, you know, wouldn't receive any damage DPS changes when the patch for the actual patch, and thus, because the competition is going to be stronger, would be worse off. And that's what happened, but they also, essentially that's what happened. They still gave it a 4-shot kill, but they nerfed its fire rate accordingly to 900. So essentially that's what happened. The problem is they took away its first shot spread multiplier of 1, first shot recoil multiplier of 1, which they claimed was bugs, which made it much more, or much easier to use as long as you could tap fire properly at medium range, and gave it its own little character. And obviously that weapon really doesn't have that character anymore now. It's basically an automatico. Trench, just worse in my opinion. I know it's got more DPS, but that comes to the point where your DPS isn't in the way of you performing. It's things like mag size, it's things like range efficiency, and honestly I think we've hit that point with the machine pistola, because if I want close quarter performance, I can take the automatico comfortably without having to try hard the shit out of my mag management, get 2 kills. And there's not many people, like, I'm not going to lose firefights because of my weapon. I'm going to lose firefights because they engage me instead of me engaging them, or my accuracy is bad, or I get overwhelmed by, like, 10 targets at once. I'll lose those same firefights with the machine pistola as well. Nothing I can do to not lose those firefights. But the machine pistola will lose me firefights where my accuracy is maybe not initially perfectly on point. The automatico won't, because I've got enough shots in my round, or enough shots in my mag to deal with that situation. So I don't think the proposed, I think it's horizontal or is it vertical recoil buff, or reduction that is, that's coming in the next patch is really going to be enough to bring that weapon back for most players, including myself. But maybe DICE is not as smart, I feel like sometimes. I'm going to die here. Weapon designers managed to figure out a way to bring the weapon back in all its glory without it being, as they previously claimed, overpowered. Yeah, so that and the auto-loading. The auto-loading just got nerfed because, well, because other weapons got buffed. But as I think this game is more or less an illustration, it's still an extremely effective weapon, even when played aggressively. It's not got the same time to kill as the Hellriegel does anymore. Previous to this, it had a similar time to kill to the Hellriegel, but, you know, it's still an effective weapon to use in close quarter-ish, and of course, especially in medium range. It's even more of a beast than it previously was, so very enjoyable. And of course the RSC, which we previously reviewed, which I will be comparing to this weapon later on this week or next week in a video, is just absolute monster. Love the RSC, played it quite extensively before actually the weapon patch came out, and then the weapon patch came out, just made it stronger, and I'm just sitting there going, yes please. I shall have me some RSC action for the next 2 weeks in that case. And such, I think it's probably been my most played medic SLR since the patch. Wouldn't surprise me. That's not good. I think we've got... You're an easy target standing still. I think we got snipers in the bunker or somewhere around there. Actually, we're being pushed back. Oh, I'm dead. So many snipers. Why? I mean, this is not exactly a close quarter map, but there's a decent amount of cover. Why would so many people choose to play scout? I mean, fair enough, but... Speaking of the scout weapons, that's something I'm going to be doing relatively soon as well. Weapon review on the Vitali. Technically, I already have enough footage from pre-patch, but I need to go back, get some new footage post-patch, and see if the weapon's still just as effective. And then we can start talking about aggressive scout play, which is something I've actually wanted to do for a while now, because I feel like I've done plenty of medic reviews and medic skill cannon guides, and there's always a bit of assault footage in every video as well. Occasionally a bit of support. It's the scout, especially the aggressive scout, not the long range scout, that seems to not feature too heavily on my channel. And I think we could do a little bit more to bring to you guys, the audience. So we've got that to look forward to relatively soon. I've got 1,000 snipers trying to kill me, to look forward to right now. Let's actually get the order on A here. Oh, left. Is that a bipod? Oh, wow. What? Oh, my head was just peeking out. Oh, aren't you clever? Sitting up there, sniping down, helping your team push the objective. Oh, actually, no, you're not. You're not helping your team push the objective. Thank you, medic. I very, very much appreciate you guys. I wish I could play with a team like this all the time. I have a revive as well. There we go. And let's try and push this final objective and get them, boys. Let's get them. If I don't get killed by snipers first or that, please don't nobody walk over that while I'm right next to it. Oh, okay, another target over there. Hello. You stand that still. I'm just gonna take my time, make sure every shot hits. You get that guy up, because there's a guy right around the corner here. Let's get the pistol out. Oh, I just gotta love the outer revolver. It's nice to be able to use that in close quarter and not have to use your primary weapon, especially when you're using something like the auto loading, because it means that if you're then suddenly engaged or find yourself engaged by a medium range target, you've still got a weapon that's very capable of dealing out damage. You've got your primary weapon to deal with that target instead of a secondary, which in that case is just... Secondaries at medium long range are not good in this game. Wow! Error 404, aim not found. Teammate had to snag that kill for me. That's fine. Right, let's see. Can we get to B, actually? I've not actually gotten to this stage of front lines with you know, this team instead of the other team. I think we're British here, attacking the Germans. Usually I'm the Germans on this map, attacking the British. What killed you? Oh, shit. No, can't arm that until we've cleared up there. Have we cleared up there already? Wow, there is a lot of grenades on there. I'm actually going to go up there, try to clear that mill, because that'll give me full sight into the objective. Just going to actually help my team a lot more than me just trying to suicide in there. Easy. Anybody else? Pretty sure I keep on seeing an occasional scout bullet rush past me. Revive you, run in here. No, don't get trapped on the body, please. No, should have revived him after I was in there. Okay, we've got this position already. Nice. Yeah, and that's just, I mean, unless they take this position back, they're going to have a hard time disarming that. Oh, got some scouts which don't like us being here. Hello, have a headshot, mate. Extremely effective with this weapon now, the headshots. I think they buffed the headshot multiplier damage or something with this, so that you've almost got an all-range headshot body shot kill. Oh, I did not move out of the way fast enough there. That was my bad. But with that, we've won it. So that's been a nice rambling live commentary on my thoughts on the Time to Kill patch. Overall, very, very happy about it. There's some small things, such as the BIPOC camping, the lack of medics, that is a little bit more regrettable in my opinion. But that ends off this live commentary. I hope you did enjoy. Leave your usual video suggestions and of course feedback down below in the comments, or hit me up with them on Twitter. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. But with all that being said, I'd like to thank you very much for watching and hope to see you in the next Battlefield 1 video.